Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome back to The Real YANA. It has been a wonderful time missing you guys. Not really wonderful missing you because you know I love you to pieces. So, mwah. Guys, I have a hot show for you guys tonight. You know it's always hot because I come to put the spotlight on the next who's who. And we also come to push you towards your goals and dreams. Listen, a nugget for you this week will be get busy doing your vision board. Vision boards are something amazing, something that will catapult you to your goals and your dreams, and you will be walking into your millions. Well, if your mind's small, you'll be walking into your thousands. Then you won't be hanging with me. Anyway, guys, you know I love it. I have Mr. Mike down here. He has an awesome home healthcare agency, and this is something that people need to begin to learn about because all the time we don't want to take our families to the elderly homes because a lot of times they're mistreated. Yes, I said it. You know, I put the spotlight on what's right, not just the who's who. Home health care is amazing because it makes it more personable. It makes you feel more at home. You have family, you have friends, you have different people in there. So guys, we're gonna dive into this in a second. You know I always tell you, go get your blankets, get your cotton candy, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and who you love, bundle up, and let's watch YANA. We'll be right back live 5 with YANA in just a sec. Thank y'all for coming back. I really love it. Just in case you guys missed the intro, Chew and Chat with YANA, The Real YANA is about pushing people toward their goals and dreams, as well as being your accountability partner. When you feel like you don't have nobody, God will always send you somebody, and I'll be that somebody to push you, love you, support you, believe in you, and give you something positive every day. So guys, this guy that I have, he is remarkable. He is something scrumptious and special to me. He's a part of my family in his own little way. I think it's beautiful. If he wants his business out, it is what it is. But if he doesn't, we'll just keep to his business. This guy is Mike. He's phenomenal. And we're talking about home health care here today, guys. And I'm just going to bring him on. Let's just forget my little spill and let's just dive into Mike. How about that?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Mike, what's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on?
Happy to have you down here.
Well, I'm excited. I'm glad you invited me, and I really want to thank you and appreciate you for bringing me on to put a spotlight on what I do and what I'm doing in the community as well. Because like you said, healthcare, home care, it's needed. It's really needed in the community. Like I said, guys, my name is Michael Zachary. I own Divine Angels Home Care. And what we do is we provide home care services to the elderly population. So we hire CNAs, we hire home health aides to send out to the elderly population. And also we have, I'll dive into it later, but we have family members that can become caregivers as well for the elderly population. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into all that, the reason why I started, and we'll check into how business is going and, and the great things we've been doing in the community.
Snaps on. And child, you got me looking good. I think P and Anthony did that tonight. I get on Anthony's nerves and P's. Child, I tell you, dealing with a YANA. Well, I just want to say congratulations to all the great things that you are doing out here in the community. This is my son's boyfriend, guys. Here it is right here live. So if you have somebody that is not dating the same sex, I'm not ashamed. I'm a mother of a gay son, and how you doing? Say something about him, I smack you one. For real. It's called being real. So you're part of my family, all right? And I just met him, on my birthday, which is the 4th of June. There y'all have it, world. Everybody's wanting to know, when is y'all's birthday? Because she don't act like a Gemini, but I'm more of a Taurus.
And we had a good time.
We had a lovely time.
We had a great time.
Mama got wild. But baby, I wanted to bring you on here and put the spotlight on you. I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you are a young man out here that is blazing in the city of ATL and in a hot area. So where are you located with this home health care, or do you guys have locations everywhere? So
what I do is my agency is located in Midtown Atlanta. So we're right near Piedmont Park. And we have a single location, and within that location is where we perform the training for our aides, the training for our CNAs, CNAs. That's where our registered nurse comes and checks in after she performs her assessments. And what we do is we send individuals out to the community. Because like you said earlier, the goal is for us to have the elderly population live independently in their home. Because like you said, a lot of them, we've seen what happens at the nursing homes. We've seen what happens at the elderly facilities as well when they don't have anyone to care for them. And where we come in is they get that daily care that they need. There's reports that they send to us every day. So every day we're looking through their care notes. The registered nurse is going out, she's performing her assessments. She's looking at anything from elderly abuse on down to their conditions that they may have, to check out to see if there's anything that has derailed while they've been in our care. So that's why it's important. And even down to us taking them to their doctor appointments, going to perform grocery shopping for them, running their errands, taking them to go and get their nails done.
Wow.
And I step in sometime. I had a client about a couple of weeks ago. Sometime I step in, I'll take them to dinner or I'll take them to lunch, and I just do certain things. I'll take them and their caretaker to lunch just to show appreciation to them. Because I'm appreciative of the clients and I'm appreciative of my staff as well. So I just try to show everyone that I appreciate them. So
I want to say kudos to you because when you're in a boss mode, when you're in ownership, it's different being a worker bee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with worker bees. Worker bees are amazing. You guys are the cream of the crop to keep a business going. So actually, you're the key point of a company. But I want to pay respects to you because you're taking care of your employees. You're taking care of the people that you're taking care of.
Right.
And so you have a heart. And this guys, is what we need more of, home health care agencies like this, because I was in the home health care agency, but I used to work in elderly homes doing their hair.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And then I took on a little part-time job doing some CNA work. Well, they fired me. Why? Because I talk to them too much and I sing in the room with them. And you got to give everybody some of that love.
Yeah.
So thank you for being a trailblazer out here. Loving on your people is very important. Now tell me, for you to be so young, we're not going to embarrass the little age.
We're not going to go into age.
We'll give them 21.
I'm thankful for that.
Okay, but for you coming out here, in Atlanta and blazing like you do, what prompted you to start doing home health care?
So originally, I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I moved to Atlanta about 10 years ago, and what really I wanted to get into home care because before I was an accountant before, so I was chained to the desk 8, 9, 10 hours a day crunching numbers, and it had gotten boring for me. I'm the type, I want to be out in the field. I want to be meeting people, greeting people. I want to be doing things out in the community.
And you have a face.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So what I wanted to do, I said, hey, also I had worked for a home care agency when I first started performing small bookkeeping. And so I already had a gist of what occurs in a home care agency, but I knew that I had to learn operations. I had to learn how to deal with managing employees. And even though I was an accountant, I did get that managerial experience. I became an operational accountant here in Atlanta. And then I said, hey, I have to do something to get out of this mode because I wasn't happy.
You're getting burned out.
I'm getting burnt out.
Right.
I wasn't happy, and I said, hey, let's. In February of 2020, I went and filed for my LLC, and I left my job, and I started to do this. And
so pause, and I don't mean to cut you off, but so you stepped out on faith.
Yeah.
You were big enough to know that if he told me I can do it, I would do it, and I walk out on it.
Exactly.
And that's why the spotlight's on you.
Exactly.
See, it takes people to step outside of the norm. It takes people to understand that there really isn't a box.
Right.
Really isn't.
Yeah.
It's called faith, it's called God, and it's called activate.
Right.
And you activated it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to, and like you say, I put, I step out on faith on everything that I do, and I went with it, and it didn't take off year 1, it didn't take off year 2, year 3. when I had got towards to getting Medicaid certified, it like a rocket. You know, it took off. And to believe it or not, I have not performed 1 ounce of marketing. I haven't paid for 1 ounce of marketing since I've been open. All of my clients have come from word of mouth.
And you've been open how long?
Since February of, I applied February 2020 for my license. I didn't get licensed until September of 2020. However, with the process, you can't get Medicaid. You have to be invited to pay for to become Medicaid certified. So you have to stay in business for at least 1 year to 2 years to show that you can handle private pay, so cash paying clients, before you're even invited to utilize the Medicaid platform.
Snap on that. Did y'all hear my son-in-law? Snap on that. And I said son-in-law. Now listen, guys, let me tell y'all something. Sidebar, I want to congratulate him because of what he's doing. And this is my moment and my opportunity. I love God. I believe in God. But my child, he loves who he loves, okay? And I respect it. And that's what you guys better know. Honey, pipe down and it's all right. Because he's stiff and he's like, what is mama gonna say? They know me behind the scenes. But I want to share something with you guys, with the world. We have to stop judging people that are not in the same sex. You know why? Because first and foremost, it's not your business. When you begin to judge somebody because of their race, because of their sex, because of whatever it is, you're in the wrong business. I'm in God's business, and he told us not to judge.
Right.
He also told us who can cast the first stone. So that means you're personally in someone's sexual business, aside from getting to know these people, right?
Right.
Get to know them. They're ruling the world anyway, but get to know them. Because when you get to know them, it makes a better world and we can stop judging.
Yeah.
It's not our business.
Right.
So back to the point. Guys, tell me about your locations. Like how many different places? Where are you guys all?
So like I said, we're located in Midtown Atlanta near Piedmont Park. We're at 1801 Piedmont Avenue. And so what we do, we have a central location agency, and what we send out individuals from our agency to individuals' homes. So right now I have about 31 employees that are out in the field right now, and 2 individuals in the office right now, about the 31 aides. So we're sending them to about, they kind of shift between clients, some share clients and whatnot. We right now in rotation, we have about 35 clients. However, we have 52 that are on the waiting list for Medicaid.
Wow.
So yeah.
So what's that process? So to let the people know, you need to tell them what's the process because they're seeing you.
Yeah.
And there's a family out there that needs you. But I want to tell you one thing. You know the reason why you only needed word of mouth? Because it's your season.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
why. Just like that beautiful smile. It's your season. Guys, this is the season for us to be blessed and to receive what we've been praying about. And if you're going to pray about it, then you have to believe in it. And if you're going to believe in it, you got to walk it out to receive it.
Yeah.
So you're out of your birthing season.
Yeah.
You're not pregnant anymore. He birthed a blessing.
Exactly. And I want to say something, anything that you do, like, please go after it, because when I went and I started this agency, all my friends, they were saying, oh, you're leaving your 6-figure job. You're an accountant. You're crazy. Why are you leaving this job? And to me, if you're not happy in any job, what you do is you start to make the strides to become happy. You start to take the path to create your own happiness. And it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen overnight. For me, in my case, it didn't happen until almost 3 years later. However, I stayed to my path and I created an avenue for myself, and I just stayed true to myself. I kept the faith in everything I do. Always ask God to wrap his hands around my life and my business, and everything worked out. So.
Well, honey, I think it did.
Yeah.
I mean, because you slamming this camera. I just keep looking at that orange and white. I tell you the truth. Keep doing it. Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep motivating, people of your age group and your genre of all things of going forward. So now when it comes to accomplishment, what are some accomplishments that you guys have accomplished? What are some things you guys have accomplished?
So we're actually getting recognized on later this month in July, around later in the month of July. I'm not sure if you guys are. I'm not sure if you're aware of Visiting Nurse Health Angel Systems. What they're doing, they're recognizing us for the work that we do in the community for going above and beyond. About 2 months ago, I had a client that was going through financial abuse with one of his family members, and his home was he hadn't cleaned up his home. He had bed bugs and everything, and he had other companies that had come and tried to become his caretaker. So what happened was the other companies, they kind of left him. They sent out an aide, but the aide would always say, "Hey, the house is too nasty," or "There's nothing that we can do. We're going to go home." So I was about his 7th agency that they had switched him to. Wow. So he had gotten to me, and what I said was, I know that the state does not pay us for this, but what I went ahead and did was, I went ahead and I had paid for a full deep clean of his home, and she came out twice to do the deep clean. And then what I did was, since he was going through financial abuse, I helped him get a new debit card, and also, I was buying him groceries too on a regular basis to help him out because he was hungry. And it's just like, I can't, even though the state is not reimbursing me for that, there's certain things that I just can't, my heart that's in my heart that I can't just sit and watch that. No, I'm not saying that I can save everyone, but the ones that I can help out, any little thing that I can do, I'll do. So I did not know that was going to get back to one of the care management organizations, in which these are the social workers that send us clients, the ones that check in with us on how our clients are doing. So they reached out to me about this past Monday.
Yeah.
And they said, "Hey, Michael, are you free in the later part of July?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. What's going on?" I didn't know what was going on. They said, "Well, one of your clients told us about you and your caretaker and how you guys helped him and paid for cleanings, and helped him get rid of bed bugs and everything. And they want to recognize our agency as going above, a pillar as going above and beyond in the community, and not just doing the work, that we're assigned to do from our license. We just went above and beyond." So, you never know who's watching you, and that's why I do things out of the kindness of my heart. And with this, I didn't ask for this,
Right.
And with this, there's going to be over about 50 social workers at that event. And what that does, it opens the door for them to say, "Hey, we know what he's doing. We see what he's doing. We see you." And that opens the door for me to even, increase my audience and get more clients.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Do y'all hear this phenomenal young man? Patrick, I love him. So let us know when that is, so
Okay.
we can see if we can come down there and give you coverage.
Yeah. Actually,
Wouldn't you
'cause I
like
need a photographer for that too.
You do need it?
Yeah. It'll work out.
See, I told you I'm gonna give you Mark. Good God. So we're gonna talk, Patrick. You hear that now? So we're gonna make sure we get down there and try to cover that. Let's get us some dates and get us some things, and we'll push it on. And this is what it's about. And guys, this is what putting the spotlight on somebody is about. When you get out there and you do the extraordinary that you don't have to, but that is in your heart. Right? Because when you have God in your heart and you begin to do the right thing and you allow him to come inside you, and I tell people this all the time, this is in every prayer that I pray with people. Lord, fill us with the Holy Spirit, lead and guide us, and have your way. When you ask God to do those things, guys, what's going to happen is he's going to readjust some things. When you said, this, I didn't even look for this, I didn't even ask for this, because this was your purpose.
Right.
This is what he purposed you to do, because he knows your heart, he knows your mindset, and he knows who you are.
Right.
And he knows the audience that he needs you in front of.
Exactly.
So this platform was given to you, and thank you for your obedience, because people's lives get to be saved. So I wanted to cover two things here with him in his home health care, and I wanted to tap on, the gay community, because it's serious. See, this man is doing a lot of positive things while people are out here in the world trying to judge them. And I think, I don't care. I think you're sick for doing it.
Yeah.
Because they have real hearts. They are real human. Let me see your arm.
Oh.
Does it hurt?
Yes, it does.
I wanted it to. That means he's real. I try to peach. Y'all are peaches, baby.
So, Andrew,
don't you look here? Tell my Andrew ever tell your mama. You tell Andrew and tell me lying, but it's on TV. I pinched him, honey. But I want to love on you for a moment, and I know you didn't know that I was going to flip it and do it, but I had to, because this is about you're my son now. Okay, I love your parents. Whoever had this baby. You're mine now, okay? So I love you guys. And we have to stop being ashamed. And I tell y'all something here. Home health care is important because of the fact that you have this young man out here taking care of it. Who's going to be there when the mom and the sisters and the brothers are gone, right? But then, are you not going to let them come in your home because they are something different than you?
Yeah.
That's not of God. That is not of God. Guys, be about God's business. Love people in spite of. If God can tell you to love your own enemy, then why are you hating on somebody else?
Exactly.
Baby, keep doing your thing.
Right.
What else y'all got going on coming up here?
Thank you. So and then too, I just want to touch on one thing.
Touch it now.
There's why home care is really needed. You would be amazed at how many clients that I have where, the son or the daughter or, the family members, they won't even pick up the phone.
Yeah.
So when that extra little piece of home care, like they have that consistent individual that's coming in every day. They appreciate that so much. I have some that just call me, they call the office and they don't have anyone. They just want to talk. They just want to sit on the phone and talk. All of that. And I'm not where I don't say, hey, yo, I can't talk to you. Or
you're not untouchable.
Yeah, I'm not untouchable. And that's what they like about me. And they just that's how I've really built my business. And it's more like personal. I get more on a personal level with everyone. So and they appreciate that. And they just send people. They send, oh, my friend needs home care. My friend needs home care. Also, age, if you are caring for your loved one at home, reach out to me. We have what's called the family care program, and what that is you will get a biweekly stipend, and that's a direct deposit, and that's every 2 weeks based on the level of care that you have, that you're taking care of your loved one. So we have probably over about 40% of my clients have family caregivers where they get paid to take care of their loved ones, and they could have already been doing it. And we're not saying that you're looking for money, or we know that you do it out of love. But however,
that's the stigma people put on it to make it feel bad about it. But you should feel good taking care of your family.
Exactly, and that extra little help can help with groceries. It can help with gas. It can help with a trip to the doctor appointment. It can help with pay utilities in the home or anything. So and what we do is, we train you for personal care. You have all of our nurse assessments. We have our nurses amazing. Shout out to our RN, Cache. She's amazing. She does amazing work. And we and we're just moving through the community, doing what we need to do. This right now, I'm considering us. We're going to grow. We'll definitely get bigger.
You're the top one out here.
Yeah, we're definitely.
APAP Media is the top production company out here. The staff. So you're the top.
Yep, and also too, I just started as well, where anyone that is looking to get into the home care industry as well, I'm coaching as well, and I'm coaching on how to get in the system. So I'll go through you and build policies and procedures, which can be like an 80 to 100 page document. I'll help you build that, and also I take you through the process from licensing to getting licensed, keeping your license, becoming a permanent licensee, and also to getting Medicaid license. Oh. So it's a road,
I think you have 2 clients already. Anthony, you signing up? I mean, baby, our audience is loving you. They're quiet. They're loving it. Look, even one of the camera guys is hyped on it. I'm with him. I mean, P, you out there? It's good. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all something. We're going to go to break here in a second, but I know that this young man is giving you guys a healthy amount of information about home health care. Please dive in. There is enough room and opportunity for you to be able to step into home health care, right? And be trained by the best. You can't expect anything but the best from the best when they're getting great compliments. So listen here, we'll be right back live 5 with YANA Lou. Go get your blankets, your cotton candy, your boyfriend, girlfriend, and love, honey. Come back and learn. Be right back. What's up, guys? Y'all came right on back. Well, I'm glad you came back. I'm gonna take a sip of my little orange soda. Yummy. I didn't really taste it, just wet my throat. I just wanted it because he got an orange.
Oh, we matched.
Jeez Louise, that part. So, guys, we are back, guys. Thank you so much. You are coming back to YANA Lou with Chew and Chats. We got Mr. Michael in the house, and he is with the Angel Divine Home Health Care Company, out here blazing in the street as a young man. doing his thing, guys, making sure that the elderly is cared for. So now I have a good question for you. I wanted to know, is there any different ailments that you guys stop or start the service for, dealing with the elderly, home health care?
Yeah, so when we send our nurse out, so when we send our nurse out, our registered nurse, she has to go out and check on the individual to make sure that we're even able to care for them.
Okay.
So they have to be, we have a wide range of clients. We have clients that are incontinent. We have clients that are bedridden, clients that can't, they can't get out of bed. Down to, we have clients that can do everything for themselves. They're independent. They just want companion. They want someone to talk to. So, however, like I said, what she does is she goes out, she makes her assessments, and she'll say, "Hey, Michael, I think that this client needs to go into a skilled nursing facility. They'd be better cared for there." So it just depends on the person's condition.
So that's beautiful. So you don't also, that's why you're growing the way you're growing, because you're sowing seeds.
Yeah.
And when you sow seeds, you're going to do what? Germinate and trees, right? So you're not only servicing your company, Michael, which I love about you, you're also, if you can't service them, you're placing them somewhere. You're making sure they're placed somewhere. They're okay.
Yeah. So and what I do is there's a certain thing in any business that you're in. Like you said earlier, there's enough room for everyone, right? So what I do is I call the different facilities, like the skilled nursing facilities, other type of elderly homes and whatnot. I call other home healthcare agencies that have skilled nursing, which we don't do. I call them power partners, right? So your power partners, what you want to do is you want to create a network of individuals that offer services that you may not can offer to that individual. So that way you don't leave your client lost saying, hey, if I have a client that comes to me and they say, and my nurse says, hey, Michael, we can't take this client because they require wound care. We don't perform wound care because we're not skilled nursing. However, what I did was I can say, hey, well, let's refer him over to this skilled nursing facility. Let's refer him to this home healthcare agency that performs wound care. So that way we're not just leaving the client at square one because we can't help them, So you have to create a network in this industry of individuals that you can refer, and then you'll get it back as well. I mean, they refer back to you.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. Y'all, give me something to drop, honey. Obama, drop the mic. This boy is fantastic, fabuloso.
Thank you.
I love it. So now, have you encountered any moments to where your family members have given you issues, and how do you handle that? Like, I know working with the home health care, you can have, like you say, difficult family members, and some of them, this is how the family members work. So prayerfully, you guys will wake up because this gentleman is coming out here telling you he wants to care for your family. The family members don't ever call them, talk to them, visit them, see them. But then the one holiday or fly-by-night day of the week or year, they feel like, oh, I'm going to go pop in to see mom or dad if their bank account's low or high enough so I can dip in it.
Yeah.
About right?
Right.
So at this point, that's when they come in screaming and hollering and bickering all over the place. But where have you been the 365 days?
Right.
64 because you came one.
Right.
So we gotta stop that. So, if you could say anything to the families, given the fact that you brought so much quality into care, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to those type of family members with love?
Yeah. What I would say is, especially with the elderly ones that are in your family, please love on them, visit them. You don't understand how much a simple phone call or just going to see them on a regular basis means to them. I had one client just tell me, hey, Michael, the fact that you call and check on me and you don't even have, he said, you're the owner of the company and you don't have to do that. But the fact that you call and check on me, I call and check on him and say, hey, Mr. Summers, did you take your medication? How are you doing this week? What's going on? Is there anything you need? I
so
check
you
in
have
with
your
them.
own babies.
Yeah. So it's like, check in with them and make sure that you really let them know that you love them, let them know that you're there for them. Even if it's sending, if you live out of state, mail them postcards, write letters. They love stuff like that. Especially the ones that have, Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah.
Send them pictures of, that you may have of them back in the day. Write them letters, to keep their memory jogging. Because it's important to perform these cognitive exercises with them.
Consistency is with Alzheimer's.
Consistently, yeah. Because it keeps their memory jogging and it keeps them from derailing. And I've seen it when it doesn't happen. I've seen it. We have to step in. My aides, my aides are the best. I'm actually, one of my aides, Anitra, she's amazing. She doesn't even be on the clock, and she gets the call at, I think she got the call the other day at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that one of our clients, he has Alzheimer's dementia, and she got the call that he was going around the neighborhood asking people about where's his wife. His wife passed. So she got up and she went over there. She didn't even tell me. She wrote in her report the next day at the end of the day. But those are the type of employees that I hire, that I want. So just show them that you love them. Take the time out to do the small things for them. And it's not about you don't have to buy grand. They're not looking for grand gifts. They're not looking for you to purchase some cars or purchase some homes and stuff. They really want your time.
Yeah. I just keep having to say kudos to this young man, guys, because I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why your employees are like that, sweetie, is because the head is like that. You're like that. Whatever the head is, then that's what the body of your community is gonna be, whatever you're running. Keep doing it. Keep doing the great things.
Yeah.
When you're amazing. Thank you, Andrew, for bringing somebody wonderful to the family.
Thank you.
Welcome, baby. When you have a goal and you know what that goal is, and you're connected to the source, which is God, number one.
Right.
And you're connected to the source, and you're steadfast with the source, and you're running your race with what the source told you to do. Don't be surprised.
Right.
Because it's gonna happen like a light switch. You can go to bed broke as hell.
Yep.
And you can wake up in the morning with a damn trucking company. Yana Lou, get it. What you saying? I mean, I'm just surprised.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it to pieces. Now, is there anything that, I could tell you this for your dementia, Alzheimer dementia people. I always like giving nuggets, right? Content creator all day long.
Right.
What you can do for those Alzheimer dementia patients is go and get connected with like a daycare or an adoption agency or adoption agency, and talk to those kids and tell those kids,
awesome.
I'm telling you what God's telling me to tell you. You're healing two people.
Right.
You're healing the children at the adoption agency that somebody's here, somebody cares. You're giving me a grandparent.
Exactly.
Because those grandparents don't want to leave to their kids. No, it's not about a monetarily thing. But if you're not doing right, that seed has to be passed to somebody.
Yeah.
So you're giving them a grandparent that will really love them, right?
Yep.
And you're giving that elderly person somebody to depend on, to call, a new grandbaby, some love. You see?
That's a good idea.
That's
a
a
great
nugget for
nugget.
you.
That's a great nugget.
Give me some.
I'm gonna use that.
Throw it up, baby. Yana Lou comes to encourage and to inspire. I love it because you're out here doing something for a great cause. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything that you could tell the families that you need more of them to do, or you're looking for them to do in order to help your parents?
Definitely. A lot of times with the senior community, we go out to the senior community homes, the facilities that they're in, and we perform bingos. We perform wine down Wednesdays with them. And at the bingos, we give away prizes. We have these big grand prizes, we give away televisions to them sometimes. So, even coming to sit and play with them at bingo, even coming, sitting and performing wine down Wednesday with them.
I'll be there that night. Anthony, you coming? He's a designated driver. That's the preacher over there,
Yeah, so it helps, and the biggest thing, they're getting elderly people, so the biggest thing that they can appreciate is your time. Like, make time. I can't stress that enough. There's not an amount of money in the world that can replace time. And unfortunately, once they're gone, and then we get a lot of times where it happens, and then the biggest thing that I have, the biggest thing that the family members always say is, Michael, I wish I had spent more time, and I wish I had it. They let the aid comes, and okay, I'm okay there. He's okay. It was okay. We know that the aid's going to be there. We know that the aid is going to be there every day for them. But the biggest thing they say is, I wish I had spent more time. So you just spend more time with your people, because they'll remember it. They'll appreciate it.
They'll remember it. And I got to give kudos to the family members that kind of like I'm a loner, and everybody that knows me knows it. Like, and I love my me time. So. for the family members, because I don't want to seem like we're abusing the ones that don't do, because there are some family members out here that they probably financially can't come.
Yep.
There are some family members out here, they might be ill themselves. There are also some family members out here that are loners.
Yeah, we run into
And
that. Yeah.
and I'm a big loner. Like, so is Andrew. Andrew can get by himself, or I can get by myself and lock myself in the house. And as long as I got my remote, my laptop, and an ink pen and some pencils, and I can write in some notepads to write, because I love writing, then I'm cool. And it's like out of sight, out of mind. So sometimes it's not a fault to their own.
Yep.
So family members, the ones that doesn't do that,
Kudos
he's
to them.
doing like this to Anthony. I think it's so rude. But I call him out. They call me out too. But anyway, these family members, we're not saying anything negative, because I don't want you to feel like you're beat up.
Yeah.
But I do want to say, just do more.
Yeah.
Reach out more.
And the ones that do, great job, because there are ones that they are involved every step of the way from the beginning to the end. And there's some that pop in and still, do what they need to do. So yeah, a lot of them do perform a great job. So yeah.
So was there any up-and-come things that you guys have for them to do, or any other projects that you got going on, or is your main focus just on the home health care?
Yep. So a project we have, we don't have any projects, but we have like an event that's coming up where we're performing a senior carnival, and I can get you those details. It'll be the first week of July.
Please.
Senior carnival will be like game nights. It'll be like games and whatnot, and then other vendors that are coming to set up and offer services. So
Nice. And tell the people how to reach you. How can we reach you? Website, all that stuff.
You can reach us at website divineangelsga.com. Also, you can reach us at, if you want to send us an email as well, admin, ADMIN, at DAHCGA.com. Also, you can contact us at 470-469-5828. 470-469-5828. That is the work line. You can text that line, or you can leave a voicemail on that line as well.
I want you to give some shout outs to some of them employees.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah. I would like to shout out Anitra. She's amazing. She's one of my caretakers. She does amazing work. I would like to shout out Vivian. She's one of my elderly caretakers. Vivian's like 70 years old. Vivian comes to work 7 days a week, and I tell her, I have to make her take a break. Shout out to my office staff, Elijah and Latricia. They're my care coordinators, and they perform the hiring as well. And shout out to your son, for he's in the background helping driving, me when I have bad days as well. So.
Well, big ups to y'all. I love it, guys. I'm telling you, I have had fun down here with this young man today, and I love bringing people down, educating people about what's going on. And guys, if you guys can show him some love, get your families in his facilities. I'm telling you, he's top notch out here. He's in Buckhead, so he's classy and everything. He's not just about the Buckhead people, okay? I don't want to say that, but he services many different families and many different homes. So, do we have a facility that you physically is Atlanta the only one that you have a physical facility?
So the office space is in. We perform care out of the home of the individuals. However, I do want to say we have our office space in Midtown Atlanta. But one thing I just want to add is, with the Medicaid certification, there's two programs, SOURCE and CCSP. Depending on the income levels, we place the individual either in the SOURCE program, which is that you won't have a dime out of pocket for that. So the state pays completely for everything for that individual for the home care. And with CCSP, there's a possibility that you won't have a co-share, but there's a possibility that you can have a co-share as well, but it fluctuates.
And it all goes through the Medicaid process.
It all goes through the Medicaid, so we're with you from the beginning to the end of the Medicaid process. And some people that are on disability, they get pushed to the front of the line, and they get into the program in about 30 days.
Oh,
so
that's
30 days or less. Yeah.
And what's the age? Is there an age?
For those programs, 55 plus.
I only got 5 years. I save a room for your mama. Child, I'm not. What this hell doing? Y'all know I gotta be fly. Shit. But God. So save a room for me.
Okay.
I'm 50 next year. Hallelujah. I can say what I want to say, can't I? I'm serious. So with the program, now have we had anybody in the program that was like a difficult situation that you couldn't handle, what are some things that you put up with, you don't put up with, from families or the member, because these people are watching
Yeah.
and these are questions that they might have.
Right.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So some difficult things that we put up with. Like I said, I really care about my employees a lot. So when it gets to point, I know that the seniors, they feel like they have the license to say anything, and some of my aides can deal with that, but some of them cannot. There's certain lines that we have to say. Okay, you can't just disrespect these aides. Like when it comes to like when you're physically abusing, or I had a situation where one of the seniors were hitting my aides, and they didn't have dementia or anything, but they were just. They just wanted to feel like they could haul off and hit the individual. And unfortunately, I had to discharge that client, because at the end of the day, I do care about my employees. I'm not just going to make my employees go in and work for a check just to get the dollar, because I care about them as well. So the thing is, and I passed up clients. Not every client is for me, and I'm not for every client. I don't try to take on every client. I have to make sure that client is for me, and vice versa. Like I tell them, I send them out the information. I send out my brochures. I send out my client manuals. I tell them, the family, and the individual, read through these items to make sure that we're a fit for you, because there's a million agencies in Atlanta. We all, though we offer the same services, everyone does something a bit differently. So you just make sure that service is tailored to you. So, yeah.
Specifically. I think that's good. I think that's good. And I ask those questions because sometimes you have difficult people that house hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to be careful. So what do you do about that? Like, do you guys have a hotline where you can call in and say, look, this customer's gonna come over here, they just left here, because you get those difficult clients. And because my heart go out to them, they're just hurting.
Yep. So we do, and that's where Latricia, she deals with that. So Latricia, she's in my office, amazing. She does the administration. She deals with that, and she handles all concerns, all complaints. She's dedicated to all of that, and I just love what she does an amazing job, and she works on the weekends as well. Her line rings. I send everything over to her. But yeah, she handles all that. She does.
Because they become their babies.
Yep.
These become your babies. So big ups to you, staff. I really love you guys for taking care, because I love babies and old people. Like those are.
Yeah.
My mom tells her, if you mess with old people and babies around Yana, she's gonna blow her top. And my kids will tell you the same thing. Jeez Louise, I love old people who can't defend themselves.
Right.
I like standing up for people, right? Because I was, been there before. But anyway, guys, I love y'all. I really, really do. I really want you to make sure that you continue to put your best foot forward and reach out. And if you guys have some family members that that could take good advantage of an opportunity being up under his care.
Yeah.
So, do that. Reach out to him.
Definitely.
If you know somebody, if you have somebody coming in town and you know somebody that needs somebody, and then take advantage of the opportunity of what Mr. Michael was saying about, getting paid for your families. I know
Family
a lot of
caregiver.
times, Mike, people feel bad because they're like, well, they're gonna think I'm bad because I'm getting money. Well, honey, if I had a family member, I'm gonna get paid off for you. Get sick and try me. I swear to God, I'm just kidding. But if you get sick and try me, I'm coming. I'm not for your money, but I'm gonna take care of you, really, really, really. So is there anything else that you want the audience to know, or, share a positive nugget? I always tell somebody, who's coming up in a business behind yourself, because listening to what you're saying is just so intriguing. It makes you want to dive into it, Is there anything that you could tell somebody that wants to come up behind you doing the same thing that you're doing?
So what I would say is, if your heart is really not in it, this is the wrong industry for you. Because it's more than signing your name on a document and receiving a license and trying to get Medicaid certified. If your heart is not in it, you won't succeed. I've seen multiple people open up agencies. I had friends that tried to open up agencies, and they failed within the first 6-7 months, because their heart was not in it. Yeah. And be patient. In this industry, it won't happen overnight. You're not going to get a license in 1 year and next year you have Medicaid clients. It just simply won't happen. So patience, and just make sure that your heart is in it, and that will take you far. So
Because they're vetting you. They have to vet you first.
they have to vet
you got to
you
go
first.
through everything.
You have to make sure that
that you're
you
who
can
you
handle
say you
this.
are.
Yeah.
You can't just jump in and do.
Yeah, they're not just,
Okay.
and even on the, even when you do go apply for Medicaid, out of about 300 applicants, only 50 are going to get in. So
Wow.
yeah, they're not letting you just come through like that.
So they better get with you. So guys, y'all hear him. Y'all better get with him and get in his class if you want to do that, because he's already knocking the bar up the top, getting referrals and people saying you're doing great. So how would people get in contact with you? I know you give the information for the business side, but how would somebody get in contact with you in order to sign up to take your class?
So what they would do, they would contact that same line, 470-469-5828, and we definitely
Say
see
that
it.
number again.
470-469-5828. And you get to work one-on-one with me on how to open up a home care agency.
I'm gonna join that class.
And honestly, and I don't just take anyone. Once we discuss everything, I don't just take anyone. I have to have a conversation with you and make sure this is something that you want to do. So I'm not just going to take your money just to train you, and then you're left stuck and you don't know what to do.
Right.
Just if you do want to come up, if you do need someone to help coach you, to help take you down the streamline for that, all I ask is that that your heart is in it and that you're not just in it to see a buck at the end of the road. So yeah.
That's beautiful, because 9 times out of 10, most people that really get into some businesses at these days with the way the world's upside down for the money.
And it doesn't, it doesn't
never
flourish.
works.
Yeah, it never works.
No matter what somebody, whether it was a pandemic or not, no matter what you do, it's not going to work if your heart's not in it. So I love the fact that you put the emphasis on that.
Yeah.
So guys, you know what? It's been a great night down here with Mr. Michael. We're going to slide him on over to our next one. It's been awesome. Yeah. Booyah. Now, y'all know YANA Lou is very funny and very witty and very outgoing. This guy's going to help me get them girls together. That part. We also going to find me a teeth doctor. So I have had a thorn in my side on purpose for the people that's been around me, that know me, that saw me, that whatever. I've been telling y'all something. I don't care. I'm not ashamed. I have confidence like a bulldog, baby. I can care less what you think about me. That part. And I'm telling you, I walk in shutting it down, crack teeth or not. But if you have a dentist out there, seriously, I am looking for some sponsorship, right? I'm looking for a dentist that would love to fix my teeth. Pull all these son of a guns out and just give me some. Right? And then I'm also looking for someone to play with these girls. That's right, I said it. It's YANA Lou being real, baby. And that's coming from Nightcap and YANA Lou all night. But anyway, guys, we have had fun down here with Mr. Michael. I love him. It has been an invigorating night, putting the spotlight on someone that deserves it wholeheartedly, that is out here tearing it up in the streets, blazing, taking care of the elderly. And it's something to say when you have a young baby that has a heart, a real heart, to step inside such a heavy role.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the families that you're helping. Thank you to all the families you're going to help, and many blessings over you to come.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, guys, see you. It's been fun down here. Tell them bye, Michael.
See you
bye,
guys.
y'all. It's the real YANA Lou. We love you. And mwah.